So here with Josh Fraser. First of all, Josh, welcome to the Northern Blues Footy Club.
Thanks, good to be here.
So first of all, you had a meeting with Brendan Bolton just before. What was that like?
Oh, it was just, an initial catch-up. Having gone through the interview process, it was, a first chance we had to sit down and talk about the Northern Blues and, his vision for what it's going to look like. And it's really exciting to being able to hear that and share that with him. So, just an initial catch-up and discussion, and obviously things will start to grow from there.
And what's your vision and philosophy for the Northern Blues?
Oh, look, I think to make it as streamlined as possible through Carlton. So obviously we want to make it a whole or a one-club approach. And I think that the personnel have had pretty good success in doing that in the past. But Brendan's come from a really successful organisation in Box Hill and Hawthorn, and that model has been really successful. So obviously he's got some key ideas on what that looks like and how that works, and I'm keen to learn a lot from that. But essentially to make sure there's a real one-club approach to it.
And obviously he was coach of Box Hill and they're probably the standout VFL alignment. Are you going to pick his brain a bit for what works well at VFL level and what doesn't?
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess when you look at the coaching structure that they've assembled here at Carlton, all the coaches have had experience coaching their own sides. I know Timmy Clark's coaching the VFL, so he's someone else that I'll tap into. So there's some great knowledge and experience around, and I'll certainly draw on that over the course of the year.
And what did you learn from your time at the Gold Coast?
Oh, look, it was a really difficult system at times. So I think I was throwing a lot of different challenges in terms of managing personnel and certainly game day coaching, not knowing all of the players that we had from time to time. But really impressive organisation up there, some great young talent. And I guess just seeing and sharing the vision and path that they're setting for themselves from a cultural aspect and also from an on-field performance aspect. So it's been a great couple of years up there, and I took away a lot of learnings. And
they had a lot of injuries this year. We had a lot of injuries this year. We've got a young list. They had a young list. Is that something you're really looking to expand upon this year, and something that you're going to take on this year?
Yeah, definitely. I think the whole development philosophy through the Northern Blues, making sure our development side's really strong, and the young talent we bring in, we can develop them as quickly and as best as we can, so that that senior Northern Blues side's got some depth there. But that's all the challenge, and the pre-season will make some strong inroads with that. And obviously the season itself is going to be a long and arduous one, but hopefully one that's really exciting, and boys can build some resilience and some strength off the back of that.
And what are you looking to set out in your first pre-season here?
Oh, look, I think it's getting a feel for the players initially, strengths and areas to improve, but I think generally just laying the foundations for the culture and how we want to be seen, making sure that we're training accordingly, and I guess making sure that we continue to review our expectations and find out where we sit and keep marking ourselves really hard to challenge for improvement. So that's going to be probably the mantra and philosophy over our summer.
And what's the first thing you'll say to the players when you meet them?
Oh, look, it'll be a lot of introductions, I think, and I guess I'm really excited to be here as the coach. I am really looking forward to it, and I think there's a lot of hard work to be done, but that's an exciting challenge in itself. So I'm keen to get to work, and as a coach, can't wait for the first day of pre-season.
And just on that, what are you most looking forward to?
I think initially getting to know the players and just starting to establish our own trademark and brand a little bit, and making sure that the way we want to be seen is the way we go about it over the summer. And I think come Christmas time, hopefully we've made some real inroads in that, and I'll get a good feel for how we're placed going into the season once we hit Christmas.
What are you looking to achieve in the first 12 months and beyond?
Yeah, there's probably no ceiling on it. I don't think I'd be silly enough to put a ceiling on what the group can achieve, but I want to make sure we're a really difficult side to play against and put ourselves in positions to win games of football. So there's going to have to be a real competitive edge to the way we play, and I'm looking for that in the players as well. So we outlined that early in the pre-season, and we go to work.
And I'm just going to bring you back to a quote of yours from 2 years ago. So before you were a coach, you said, "I have some attraction to state league comps. The VFL is a really good standard of footy. Coaching my own side in that league wouldn't be out of the question down the track." Is this something that you view as really important in your development as a coach?
Yeah, it is. Firstly, the VFL competition I've got a really healthy respect for. I think I know growing up it was a VFA back then, but it was a part of your footballing diet. You watched the VFL on the ABC, and now it's obviously the VFL covered on 7. But I think it's a really good standard of football. It's a state league competition, and it's one that again, going off that quote, I've always been attracted to, and in a coaching sense, it's fantastic to get hold of my own side, and I'm looking forward to the year ahead.
Well, Josh, I think I can say it for everyone at the Northern Blues. Welcome and best of luck.
Thanks very much.